What's up, gamer friends? My name is Angry Retro. We're coming back into Persona 4 Golden here on Steam. Poof! We're going to go call it a night here. Actually, first we're going to read a book. You see, we don't have any books to read right now, but that's fine, because throughout the game, we'll be grabbing as many books as we can to actually read them and kind of just... I mean, we don't have to at this point because we've done them all, but I want you guys to experience the true Persona 4 experience here and see the fun ways why this game is so much fun. It's actually... I'd say it's probably Persona 4 as a whole is my second favorite game of all time, right there behind Persona 5 / Persona 5 Royal. That's the kind of person I am.
Yeah, hello? It's... I see.
So throughout the year, when we're playing this game, in-game throughout the year, we're going to be getting phone calls from our social links, and there are going to be certain times when we're going to say yes, and there's going to be certain times when we're going to say no. More likely than not, we will say no because of the fact that we're not really going to rank up with them. We kind of get like a little event that's just going to happen at that one-time day. But right now, currently, as we're playing this game, our ultimate goal is to do as much as we can. And I always say that, and I always kind of get a little like rushed in the beginning. I feel rushed in the beginning to get these social links done, and then as we get towards the back end of the game, I'm gonna start feeling like, man, I got so much time I don't know what to do. Because we're probably gonna reach max level before the last dungeon. We're gonna do a lot of things before we get to that last dungeon. It's gonna be like, well, what's the point of playing? So, as you can see, we're gonna hang out with Yosuke. We're gonna have more of Yosuke's struggles of being the son of the manager of Junes. It's funny, the issue that Yosuke is bringing up to these girls, it's like, you told them you can work on the weekends, and yet you don't want to. I get that. I feel that in my bones, because when you apply for a job, and you say you can work weekends, you gotta kind of work the weekends, man. I used to do that all the time. I would work every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. People would start and complain about it. It's like, that's the job, man.
Sorry.
That's the job. That's not the point of this video. We're not going to sit here and complain about work, but Yosuke's, that's his thing. Yosuke's storyline, it's kind of rough. It's not the best. But the thing is, it's believable. It's realistic. It's not something that you can just kind of fake here. And I think that's the one thing the Persona series is as a whole. I think when they revamped it with 3, it really got more of a human touch. And it really kind of differentiated itself from the Shin Megami Tensei games as a whole. And I'm really debating about playing Nocturne here for you guys. I think we're actually going to play Nocturne when the remaster comes out early next year. And maybe 5. I'm probably going to pass on playing 5 for the channel because it's on the Switch. I don't know how to record with the Switch. But yeah, so we're going to say the right things to Yosuke, and that'll allow us to rank up quicker. And I think at a certain point, we're actually going to kind of stop hanging out with Yosuke for a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a big Yosuke supporter.
Thanks.
It's just because he just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So get a little social link rank up, we're 4. So in reality, we only probably have to hang out with Yosuke maybe like 7 or 8 more times, which is pretty great. And then we'll be able to make the best magician persona in the game, which we actually already have in our persona queue.
All right.
So it doesn't matter anyway, right? Since we already have it, but we're gonna do everything.
See you later.
And if you guys haven't realized, we go to school 6 days a week. We're off on Sundays. I know that sounds kind of silly. Can't really do much at night, so we're just gonna go upstairs and read our book. So Chie is asking us to go into the television and save Yukiko. We are actually running out of time, if I can recall correctly about the calendar. I think we have until maybe the end of this week. And while it's great to kind of wait till the end and kind of build your social links, at the same point in time, sometimes you go in right away and you do it and you build your social links anyway while the person recovers or whatever. It's kind of like this double-edged sword because we're at a point where you can play the game. The game wants you to take multiple trips, and kind of like you get punished for taking one trip either at the beginning or the end. But you really don't have it. It's easier to do it in one go. So it looks like today we're able to join a culture club, and that's going to be our big thing after school. This is why we're going to tell Chia we're going to go on TV. So we're going to have a choice between band and drama, and every time I play this game, I've always picked drama. I don't like band. You'll see the band girl running by. We're not even going to take a tour. We're going straight up drama. It's just easier to do drama. That's the girl, that's the band girl. The other girl talking right now is the drama girl. And the reason why I never do band is because these girls are romanceable options.
Yo! Tell me why you did it. Every dream falling apart. Tell me why you did it. After the prom.
Like I said, as romanceable options, you're gonna have to reject them. The one girl looks like a child. I don't want to reject a child. That's just weird. I don't even want to get to that point into a relationship with a girl who looks like a child. So I think he's going to ask us a question. We're going to have to answer, yeah. And like I said before, if you want to really play these games, I highly recommend it. But if you're not good with time management and it's not something you think you guys will be good with, I'm going to suggest using a guide. Now, I know a lot of people say, but dude, Banjo, guides are terrible. You're cheating. No, I'm going to be honest with you. The guides, I actually recommend using the guides because even after all these years, I still don't know perfectly this game. I could beat this game without a guide, but I wouldn't be able to do 100% because these guides are saying, okay, so 425, we're gonna make sure we have the right persona here. You see we have the personas here. I don't know why you did not get this, but we're gonna equip this one. Get rid of the pixie here. We have Vishnu. We need to get more personas. I know that for a fact. I'm trying to remember now. Vishnu's Temperance. That's Justice. I'm trying to remember which arcana each persona is. So we're actually going to go to the town real quick and grab the persona that corresponds to our soon-to-be new social link, which is going to be our drama club buddy. But yeah, I could probably beat this game without using a guide. I like to use a guide for some form of security, so to speak, and having that security for me to be able to do everything in the game, I get that fulfillment. Like, I need to know when the best day to hang out with social links because my first time playing Persona 5, I went completely blind. And by May, I think May or June, I had On maxed out and Yuji maxed out, and there was nothing else to do. And I was missing out on all the other stuff that you could do in the game. So you do want to follow the guide if you don't have the time to do 200 hours in a game like this, multiple playthroughs. And we're just going to go straight? No, that's the selling room, so it's on the other side. I always get these rooms confused. So we're going to join the drama club. We're not even going to look at the band club. Sorry, not sorry.
Miyazawa. Huh? that. Okay.
And there we go. We formed our new social link bond here. And the bond is the Sun Arcana. And the Sun Arcana is always interesting because it's always a toss-up here. I'm not a big fan of the Sun Arcana in Persona 4 and 5. And it's not anything wrong, it's just the writing. Sometimes when you have 20 different characters, you have to write really good backstories for it. It's kind of hard to really have 20 plus solid characters. I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking here, but I don't mind it. It gives different kind of depth. Yumi's character story is a lot different than, say, Daisuke and Ko's, and it really shows. Like, I kind of have to make each character a little different. And now we just have to read Beginner Fishing now, and that's pretty much all we're going to do, I think, the next few nights, since we're not... I thought that was a spelling error right there. I was like, what? And don't worry, if you're wondering if we're not going to save Yukiko anytime soon, we are actually going to be going into the dungeon in the very near future to save her. And we're going to try to do... Our goal here is to do the dungeons in one fell swoop. I could probably blow through some dungeons between 30 and 40 minutes. And it's not that... It's because I know I had also be running with ridiculously high-level personas. That's another thing. New Game Plus allows you to kind of cut the time. I think our first game run play was about 90 hours. And that was taking our time, trying to do everything. And then this playthrough is probably about 50 to 60 hours. It's going to be a lot shorter because I don't have to worry about doing everything. We're still going to do the social links. We're going to do the books. We're going to treat this as if it's a blank slate, but we don't have to worry about going into the Velvet Room and fusing personas left and right. We don't have to worry about that. And that's, I know that's a big part of the game, but doing the fusions, that takes up a lot of time, and like sometimes it's like, well, you don't need to see it. You see the cool personas that are being used, and you're going to be like, how do I get that? Most of the personas we're going to use are the final persona in a social link, so there's that. Having the ultimate persona of each arcana kind of gives you see them. Some of them are actually really cool, and some of them are okay. And there's actually one persona I never use, as we give Chie the correct answer, and that is Mara. And Mara is, if you are familiar with Shin Megami Tensei or any kind of Persona game, has a very lovely nickname on Reddit, and that is the Dick Chariot. I would put a picture of it in here, but I'm not going to. I actually thought about doing the Dungeons & Dragons campaign based around Persona, and I accidentally, when I was compiling my list of Personas for the campaign, we were like, Mara, yeah, why not? And then I regretted it because one of my friends just going off saying, let's do the Dick Chariot. No. So lunchtime, we're going to see what social links we can spend time with. We're not going to commit most of the time. We're not going to commit. We want to be able to have free time to actually decide. And our guide never really tells us to commit to any particular social link during lunch, which is fine and understandable at the same time because we don't want to commit because what if there's another social link or an event that we have to take care of. So for example, I think after school, I think we're like this. We can start our quests, and I mentioned this before. I'm 50-50 on doing them. What we get out of them is we'll get money, we'll get items. Sometimes you get costumes too. There's one costume, I forget how I got it in the PlayStation Vita version, and I didn't get it on my first playthrough here on Steam, and that's really upsetting to me because I love that costume. We probably won't get it here because I probably forgot how we did it, and by the time we can get it, I'll stop doing it in the guide. So we did what that guy asked, we talked to that girl, There's not much we can do, so we're going to hang out with Daisuke and Co, we're going to rank up with them, and we have to reach a certain rank with them because it'll unlock them their social link for us. So I don't know if this is the one. I always mess up.
Yo. That's not it. Okay.
And I pointed this out when we first started spending time with dice games, though, is that these Persona games, while they're really dark and serious, and there's a lot of these characters are dealing with personal issues. For instance, if you play Persona 5, and like the first 10 hours of the game, a girl tries to kill herself. And like these characters are dealing with serious stuff, abuse and stuff like that throughout this game. 5 is the darkest one, I think. 3 is pretty dark because they summon their personas by using an evoker or like a little, pistol to shoot themselves in the head. But we have those social links like Daisuke and Ko here, where it's a bit more lighthearted than most of the content in the game, and I like that. It kind of gives us that break from that that really kind of ominous, depressing feel.
Let's put some fight into this.
I know that kind of sounds silly, those of you who know me IRL, but I don't know. I don't need my games to be super depressing. I don't mind content involving that and making commentary on it, but when the game's heavily depressing, we're not gonna sit there and play that game. And it's raining right now. I'm trying to think if this is actually going to be a permanent raining situation where it's going to rain the next few days or not. I'm going to consult with my guide. We are going to be saving Yukiko in the next day or so in the game. And that's... we're going to grind off camera too, because I want you guys... I don't need you guys seeing that. But I like to be at a certain higher level when we get into each dungeon. I don't know why. It's just something I do. You should have seen me play Dragon Quest XI. We might actually do a video for that. I hear there's a deluxe complete edition coming out, and I think, we're running out of time to save Yukiko. We probably have a day. I think we have until the 29th, so let's see. We go in the shopping district. We might need to make some purchases to make sure we have it. By the time we face Yukiko, we'll probably be about level 20, 25. Not face Yukiko, but face, the boss of the dungeon. We will probably be at that high level just because it's how I play the game. I'm not someone who's gonna... I don't like messing around. I don't like... You can actually... If you die in the dungeon, the game will reset to your last save. And if you guys haven't noticed, I haven't been saving the game. So if we go straight in the dungeon and we die, and we don't have retries on, you can actually, like I said, the settings are adjustable. We can increase our EXP game, we can increase our money game, we can increase, we can change whether we get retries in battles, which is, I highly recommend if you're new to turn-based RPGs and not good at these games. We can also put retries in dungeons, so if we die, we go back to the first floor. So this looks like a good place for us to call it a break. Next time, guys, we're going to go save Yukiko Amagi, and we're going to see if we can get her Prince Charming. My name's been Angry Banjo, guys. Thank you guys for watching our Persona 4 Golden Let's Play here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will have more episodes coming your way, and we'll have more RPGs and other games coming along.
Everyone's here, right?